welcome everyone to our Lunch and Learn today. We're very, very excited to learn about the Dani Plan. It's an exciting website to help organize all that information and everything about the loved ones you're caring for. I want to introduce Dana and Rick Lowenstein. We're going to talk about that with us today. Take it
Great.
away.
Thanks, Kate. Really appreciate it. And Maxine, thanks so much for having the two of us. We have a relationship actually with the Autism Society of Southern Arizona, probably over the past couple of years. And so we appreciate you having us talk today about the Dani Plan. I think it's very exciting, and Cindy, appreciate you joining us. Are you comfortable, or would you like to just do a quick intro of yourself, and then we can get started with the presentation
Why don't we?
and share more?
Yes, sorry, I'm cooking at the same time. Um, I live down in Yuma, Arizona. I'm sorry, Summerton, Arizona, near Yuma. And there's really not a lot of resources here. So once in a while, I try to go to this like digital type of resource. My son, he's 12 years old, he has autism, and my 2-year-old just got diagnosed too. Um, so that's my experience with it. And I'm a teacher.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We do really appreciate it. My name is Rick Lowenstein. I've been in the disability space for almost 20 years. I was the CEO of an organization that works with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in housing and supported living, both independent and living in group homes in the community. And then I was the Chief Strategy and Growth Officer for a national ABA provider, autism therapy provider, helping them grow throughout the US. Over the course of the past 5 years, Dana and I started a business called Team Game Advisors, and we're working with mostly behavioral health providers, helping them grow and scale their businesses throughout the US. And as I said earlier, we've had some great success working with the Autism Society of Southern Arizona as we helped one of our clients provide services in the Tucson market. So life is full circle here, and we appreciate it. Anything I'm missing, Dana? Anything you want to add?
No, you've said it all.
Great. Well, thanks so much. Let's dive right into the Dani Plan. And the Dani Plan is, as Kate said, a centralized hub to organize and consolidate all information needed to care for an individual with special needs. Those last two words, special needs, could also be substituted with elder care, dementia, etc. And you'll see some other uses here. I actually have a Dani Plan for my mom who lives in Phoenix. And so having the information that I'm about to share today, you can see how it crosses across both those domains. I want to start with a little background on Dani Plan. And I'm going to share my screen right now and show you the opening page here. This is, you can see this. Great. This is a picture of Joel Perlman and his daughter Danielle. Joel and his wife Debbie. Well, let me start with Joel. Joel is a serial entrepreneur and has been in business many, many years. He actually started a business selling lollipops in elementary school. So he's a serial entrepreneur. His wife was a teacher, and they are the parents of 3 children. Danielle is their oldest. She is nonverbal. She has autism, and they had this challenge of trying to keep up with paperwork. And as you know, in our field and the work that we do, there's paperwork all over the place, and they needed one place to have all of this information. And therein is how Dani Plan was founded. And so it launched in October, and it's just been an outstanding tool for people in multiple domains. So they have two other children who are neurotypical, and they actually are using Dani Plan for them. And I'll show a little bit more about that as we go. So this is the home page, if you will, and I'm going to log in to show you the functionality and really the power of the Dani Plan. Okay, can you see the dashboard there?
Yes.
Great. So when you go to the site and you sign in, this is the dashboard. And we're going to be talking about Justin's Dani Plan today. At the top, and again, as you recall, the idea here is for caregivers to understand and document the likes and needs and wants of their loved one, but also as caregivers change, as we know that happens in our lives, that they will know that information as well. So at the top, it's an intro statement. I'm Justin. I'm talented and capable. My life is full of love. I'm nonverbal, but I have a lot to say. I've discovered a fullness of life by spending time in nature. Come into my world and I will teach you things you've never imagined. And so this is developed through an introductory statement. I don't know if any of you are old enough to know Mad Libs, but you can see here the drop down box of I am Justin, I am fill in the blank, or you can pick your own words. And so again, this is the way for someone who's getting this plan to be able to know about Justin. And just so you know, Justin is a fictitious person. This is not a real plan. So just in case anybody was worried about HIPAA violations or anything like that, there is none here. So so here's again a little bit about Justin and about him. As we go to about me, so in every category, let me go back to the dashboard. This is what the dashboard looks like. Tiles made up of about me, key people, medical and therapy, emergency, behaviors, daily routines, food and diet, and on, finance, legal, housing. These are things that typically are arise in a family's daily life that need to be addressed. But as you can see here in the lower right corner, there's an opportunity to add a category. You can add any category that you'd like. For my mom, I added passwords. So I have a password to her house, her garage, and so forth. And so this is just my way of being able to have that. So as you look at these tiles, I'm going to drill down into a couple of them. And so you can see what they're all about. So this is one about me. Most important things to know about me. This is incredibly important for the continuation of care for a person. So Justin is nonverbal and has autism. He uses an iPad to communicate. He must always have his iPad with him for communication. He takes several medications. He can never be left alone in public, always needs a caregiver with him at all times. He does not discern safe people from strangers. And you can list other important things to know, excuse me, about Justin as well, whatever it might be. So you have an opportunity to edit these. And you can also, for those people that like bullets, you can put it in a bulleted form. You can number it as in terms of schedules, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And you can also put it in a narrative version, whichever is easiest and best for you. We'll also talk about adding images and documents, as you'll see later, is really very, very important, and that is the power of the Dani Plan. Going back, here again are likes. Loves any art activity, tapping into his creativity, loves walks, loves his dog, loves TV, anything to help a caregiver know or a change in caregiver know about his likes. Dislikes. probably equally as important as likes. Doesn't like loud noises. He wears headphones, doesn't like clothes that are not soft. Any of these dislikes. Um, and then some of his strengths, he's a strong athlete, he loves to play and stuff. So the idea here is to be able to share what it is about me that's so important. You'll notice here, add new subcategory. In every one of these tiles and every one of these categories, you'll be able to add a new subcategory and title it whatever you'd like, and to include notifications. And we're going to talk about notifications in a minute. So if there's something else about that we haven't thought of that's important to you as a caregiver, then it should be added. In terms of key people, so here we have family, caregivers, pets, friends. Family, we can upload photos. We have emergency contact information. We have relationship, so that a caregiver, a change in caregiver, will know who the important people are in Justin's life. Under medical and therapy. So medication, you can add as many medications as you'd like. And here I'm just going to pull this up to show this is a medication. It shows how often you want it, the dosage and time and so forth. You can upload a photo of the medication, whether it's the bottle, whether it's a packaging, whatever it might be, you can upload that. Now, in addition, you also have an opportunity to schedule dosages and send emails or texts as a reminder for medication 3 times a day, whatever times it can send a notification to a caregiver that says time to take this med and whatever those meds might be. Okay, we'll go through this. We'll go through this in some other slides as well.
Questions?
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Medical and therapy. So again, here is a list of doctors. The beauty of this is that it can be changed on the fly. It can be changed in a doctor's office. If you're referred to another doctor, it's not, I have to go put it in a binder. It's could change in another week. Instructions, everything is live, and it's also mobile friendly so that you can have this information in a doctor's office. You can share. I'm going to talk about sharing in a minute. You can share this information with a doctor, with a therapist, with a school, and the entire Dani Plan or pieces of it. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
And you can edit it on the fly.
And you can edit it on the fly. Thank you. Here's a diagnosis, again, under medical and therapy, and you can add insurance. This is really a great one. Here's a copy of the insurance card. Okay, so you can have that with you when you go to the doctor's office. Insurance, medical equipment, assistive tech. Again, have the opportunity to add new categories. Going now down to emergency, this could be emergency contact information, who you're going to contact, emergency contact 1, 2, 3, right down the line. Let me pick another one that might be helpful. Education is a good one. I think Cindy, you're probably you could fill this up as you go with teachers and staff and current placement, IEP. Being able to upload the IEP is very important. And yes, that changes, but to be able to have a place to store the IEPs, you'll always know where they are. Same with diagnosis in the medical and therapy. You'll be able to upload these documents into the Dani Plan. So you'll have them at all times. let me see, others, finance, legal, housing is important. Religion, communication and speech, and again, getting to add a category.
How about food and diet?
If you want to go to food and diet, take a look, favorite foods, favorite restaurants, food allergies, special diets or eating issues. And again, the ability to add a subcategory. So I want to also talk here about, we talked about the documents and photos. Here is, if you will, a file drawer of documents and photos that have been uploaded. You can provide the subcategory of the category and subcategory of where they belong. And here's a direct link to those particular forms or photos. Okay, and it's really simple to add and upload.
And this is mobile friendly on their phone.
Yes, mobile friendly on your phone. Yep.
I have a question, and maybe if it's not the right time to ask, let me know. But is it
Yeah,
possible to share some information with, like, to choose what information you're gonna share with somebody?
yes, that's
Okay.
next. How did you
Oh,
know
cool.
that,
All right,
Kate?
then
Come
never mind,
on.
I'll stop.
No, you're good. That's a great question. I think personally, I think that's the most powerful tool in this plan. So
A
let
teacher,
me
I could
go
see wanting a lot of this information, but not like deep, detailed
legal,
medical
right?
stuff, legal
Legal,
stuff, yeah.
financial. I'm not going to want to do that.
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity to share this plan three ways. Okay. We can share it. This is a list of people that in Justin's plan that are listed in his directory to be able to share this plan. But at any time, I could share this with Kate, let's just say. And if Kate happens to be my sister, I'm going to give her add, edit, and delete rights to the entire plan. Or I can check all of this, but let's just say I only want my teacher to know about me, behaviors, daily routines,
Education.
and education. Okay. That's all I need to share with them. But if there's something in education that you don't want to share, you can drill down even further. So I don't want them to know my accommodation plan, and I don't care about the other teachers and staff. I'm using this as an example, right? I can share as much or as little about this plan as I want. There are also a couple of different ways to share this information. One is by email. One is I can email a PDF of those items that I've selected. So I can select the entire plan, or I can only select pieces of this plan. I can also invite anyone I want to actually view the plan online. So again, a caregiver that's going, if it's not a parent taking a child to the doctor, let's just say, you can give them access to this so they have that information at all times. And then you obviously have the opportunity to take them off as well. So I can share this plan.
And share pieces of plan with the caregiver who's going to the doctor.
Yes. Yep. Um, let me also go to print this plan. So if I print this plan, again, here's an opportunity for me to check all. I'm going to print all of it or print some of it. Again, choosing what I want. But this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when I print this plan. Nope, hold on. I'm going to print the complete plan. Go back. Hold on. So if I want to print this complete plan, this is what it looks like. At the top of each page is a new category so that you'll know there's headers under each of the major tile headings to be printed. So you can see here, medical and therapy starts a new page. And again, you can select how much or little you want to share to be able to share. Okay. Okay. Let me get out of that. And I'm almost done here. Trying to think, one other thing I'd like to share. You can have up to two people, two loved ones or two people's information in one subscription. So in this case, we have Justin's plan, and I can click and also get Danielle's plan as well. And again, you can share it however you'd like. Okay, let's just see. Have I missed anything? Let me just share one other thing before I open the floor. In some ways, this seems overwhelming to be able to have to put all of this information into the Dani plan. And we do have assistants that can help you start to fill this out and chunk it into blocks. So, the first meeting with one of our onboarding specialists would be, look, let's just get the first 4 tiles. Let's do it. That's your assignment, and you get it done. It's very, very intuitive, and it's very easy to use. The hardest part is hitting the keyboard for the first time. Once you do that, the rest takes care of itself. The last thing I'll say is it is a subscription-based service. It's $99 a year. And for the Autism Society of Southern Arizona, we're offering a 25% discount for your members with a special code, and we'll be able to give Kate that special code. And
What's the discount?
And the discount is 25%. That'll bring the cost down to $74.25. So, and that's for a year. Okay. Now, any questions from anyone? Cindy, Maxine, Kate, Dana?
No, not right now.
We always tell people when they're starting out on their autism journey to like get a binder together and to keep track of all the things. And as a mom who's been doing this for 6 years now, I feel like I have 20 binders and then a bunch of other papers that I stacked aside. But if I could take pictures of stuff and throw it in there, like in the doctor's office, this is huge. Especially beginning of every school year when you have to fill out all that information and almost just give them the Dani plan. I love it.
Great. I'm gonna give you the code, Kate. It's gonna be AS25.
Okay.
And you'll be able to share that with your group for the first 50 people, and we're gonna keep that going until August 9th. So we can send that to you as a follow-up email so that you can share with others in your community.
Absolutely.
Kate, it's very funny that you talked about the big binder, because when I talk to people about the Dani plan, I say no more big binder, because carrying around that big binder, and if you get to the doctor's office or somewhere and you forget the big binder, it's so anxiety ridden. This is on your phone. This is on your computer. It's on your phone. It stays with you. And if anybody, any appointment asks you for information that you need, it's right in the palm of your hand.
I loved that printout, even just like the basics information, being able to print that out or send that to somebody. I feel like it's so often every time you get a new teacher, every time you get, new
Yep.
doctors or whatever, like new respite provider, anything, like all that's such valuable information that we don't necessarily have the time to sit around and talk about. Like, you talk about big things like don't touch my daughter's head or your life will be over, but like but not the small, like she really, like, these are her favorite foods, these are different things, all that kind of, like, you don't have, not always time to sit down and share that, be able to share it so quickly and easily. Like, yo, this is Regina. Welcome to her. That would be so much easier than just all my
And not,
conglomeration.
not only that, but if anything ever happens to you, let's say you're in the hospital for a week and you didn't have a caregiver and now you need a caregiver, this platform allows somebody to give your child the same quality of life that you provided while you were there, especially if your child is nonverbal. So this lets them, the caregiver, know everything about the child so that they continue their wonderful quality of life without interruption.
I love it. This is the
Maxine, what do you think?
I was just discussing with Kate this morning about the older I get, the harder it is for me to organize my brain and my life. And I was like, I need accommodations where I just need reminders all the time and everything. And one of them, like one of the projects that I've been wanting to do, um, has been trying to get everybody's information together because I have my mother, I have my son, um, and I want to give my other son all the information just in case something happens to me, right? So it's like,
Yes.
yeah, and I was all, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that. So I'm sitting here going like who's got an eye on us? But our poor moms that like we just need support. We just need someone to like, if something happened where, it's always on us. And this would just be a weight off of us. Is that like, okay, we don't need to be the speakers all this every single time. Like I can just give you this information and
Right.
whew, go on about my
And
life. Yeah.
the nice thing is, for your situation, you could put your mom and your son on a Dani plan because the Dani plan allows 2 participants.
So I dug that. I dug that. Yeah.
Great.
Cindy, do you have any questions? Do you um need any additional information?
Yeah, if we were to want to do the subscription, is there like I just searched Danny Plan, or is there a website?
Yes.
It's DaniPlan.com.
And it's
I'm gonna put it in the chat right now.
DANI plan, Dani Plan.
I just put it in the chat, DaniPlan.com.
And there's a website. See if you can search the website. If you have any problems, let us know and we can help you while we're here.
Okay. Yeah, it seems my son doesn't have as much services anymore as before, but this would have been awesome. Like when we would keep changing therapists, and then each intake I probably gave different answers because I kept forgetting like what exactly it was when he started like sitting and talking, and so many intakes I did, and it would have been nice to just have it, and print it out.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we found. And what's interesting is that it's applicable for so many age ranges, really. Whether it's somebody who is transitioning to independence, it's huge, having that information available. So
How old is your son now?
she has one that's 2.
12.
Pardon me?
The oldest one is 12.
Yeah, and you have a 2-year-old also, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
You've got your hands full. You've got a preteen and a toddler.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
that's a lot. That's a lot of
yeah.
territory to cover.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on. Any other questions, Kate, Maxine, Cindy?
No, thank you so much for the information.
Great. Thank you. Kate, we hope you'll share the recording, not just with us, but in your orbit. That would be wonderful.
Absolutely.
And
We'll put it
anything
on-
that we can do to continue to help, we're here for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll send this out to everybody who registered and we'll put it on our website. And I definitely want to share it out to the parent group email too, Max.
I think
Excellent.
that's what I was about to say. I was like, I'm gonna send this out because we have so many moms that um they've become stay-at-home moms, but you can tell they come from like a corporate background because they've got these like organized files that are
They'll
like,
love
oh yeah,
this.
they're gonna oh, this is going to
Yeah.
to make their brains so happy. So yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to send this out to parent group definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If there's any other groups that you'd like us to present to, we're happy to do that. Or if any of the folks that you serve or are part of your organization, we'd be happy to present to them as well.
Right, and when you're talking to your groups, if they say, wow, I wish we were on the call, we could do another webinar with them.
Totally.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. Really
All right, well,
appreciate it.
thank you very
Thank you again. And
Cindy, it was nice to meet you via Zoom and good luck with your kids.
stay cool.
Yeah, try to stay cool, you all.
Ah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you again.
Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.